On top of facing record inflation, interest rates, and growing debt, Americans now need to brace for higher taxes if the Biden administration gets its way. As a former White House economist puts it, Biden's latest budget is a mix of tax hikes, handouts, and living with debt. And while the government works to fund its left-wing agenda, those interested in protecting the value of their savings should consider taking steps now to insulate themselves from new taxes. In this new Biden budget, we find steep tax increases on businesses, high net worth individuals, and retirement plans. His proposal amounts to a gross tax hike exceeding $5.1 trillion over 10 years, and it creates more complex rules for taxpayers at all income levels. Now, according to the Tax Foundation, the promised higher taxes would decrease economic output and incomes and reduce U.S. competitiveness. And while Biden's plan promises deficit reductions, the Tax Foundation found that these reductions are based on several very unrealistic assumptions. The decrease takes for granted the 2017 tax cuts that will be left to expire, despite Congress signaling otherwise. It also presumes the child tax credit won't go beyond 2025, which goes against Biden's platform. And it factors in robust economic growth that falls very short of what the Congressional Budget Office is predicting. Businesses and corporations are targeted in this proposal, facing a 33% increase in taxes. And keep in mind that the Tax Foundation has found that corporate income tax is the most harmful tax for economic growth. U.S. businesses are already restricted by one of the highest corporate tax rates in the world. And studies show that lowering the corporate tax rate significantly boosts investment into the economy, and it benefits every level of society, while increasing corporate taxes further will crush growth in an economy already on the cusp of recession. Now, beyond business taxes, the proposal includes raising the top individual income tax rate to 39.6%. It also intends to tax long-term capital gains at ordinary income tax rates and limit retirement account contributions for those with already large IRA balances. Now, for some taxpayers, Biden wants households to pay a minimum 25% tax on unrealized capital gains. Think about that, paying taxes on profits that you haven't even earned yet. And the new tax laws don't really matter if they can't be enforced, so Biden plans to not only preserve the $80 billion in funding for the IRS that was in the Inflation Reduction Act, but also contribute an additional $104.3 billion. And the proposed taxes meant to help a stalled housing market are more likely to make it worse. Biden has called for tax credits to subsidize home purchases and developers, but boosting demand through subsidies is likely to cause housing prices to climb even higher, with no guarantee that the money will make it past developers and financing agencies' pockets into new home builds. Kevin Hassett is a former chairman of the Council of Economic Advisors, and he says that Biden is borrowing money to simply waste it. He says Biden is borrowing money from China to give jobs to illegal aliens, and he's doubling down on that in the budget, and it's absolute economic nonsense. It's got to stop. Senator Rick Scott said that prices keep going up, interest rates keep going up, and taxes keep going up, but President Biden wants to add another $6.4 trillion in debt over the next 4 years with more reckless inflation-fueled spending. Now, it's clear that the Biden administration is adding high taxes onto its legacy of inflation, debt, and government handouts. Analysts think that if even half of his tax proposals make it through Congress, businesses and individuals will suffer. And before these taxes become law, Americans interested in protecting their retirement savings from heavy new taxes should investigate a gold IRA and learn how precious metals can safeguard assets against government spending and taxation. And if you're concerned about these issues, I'm Mackay Block with American Hartford Gold. Give us a call today.
Discover how gold can help you protect yourself and your family. Call today or visit our website for more information at AmericanHartfordGold.com.